Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday.
Yes.
Doesn't really feel like Monday, though, for a lot of us. A lot of people working over the weekend. But boy, oh boy, happy Monday. Happy last week of August.
That's crazy to say.
Jen said it earlier. We're seeing September right around the corner, and it is just like a sigh of relief from all of us.
Because when you can get through June, July, August, you know, even though it's still a million degrees in September, you know that we're almost there.
And you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, right around the corner. We'll be out of the 90s by Christmas.
Yeah,
By Christmas, perfect.
And the evenings start to cool down. It's always so nice when you go outside and it's just cool. And you want to hang out there for a long time.
we kind of did that a little bit this weekend with the kids. We went and sat outside because the moon was so gorgeous this weekend.
Beautiful,
Amazing.
bright,
Yeah.
and full. It was stunning,
I feel
actually.
like I wish people would describe me like that.
Bright, full, stunning.
Oh, take it.
Just lovely.
Yeah, all right, you know what? We have been talking about this all morning long, kind of one of our talkers from 12 today. We're all guilty of at least one of these. A new survey revealing the most annoying things said in emails. So coming in third, the most annoying thing, per our conversation.
I'm guilty of this one.
You do that?
Yeah, but only to remind people this is what we talked about earlier. Not like, you know, to be rude or
Yeah, that
annoying.
one doesn't bother me. Like, I've
That-
never
yeah,
read that. and
I
been
always say like
oh,
per
well,
so-and-so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
per so-and-so said this,
I
said
like a
that.
reminder. I forget things.
This one might be a little bit more annoying. The second worst, per my last email.
That we can agree on.
So the problem is, yeah, the experts say that most people don't like those because they can come off as passive aggressive. So number one, most offending, cringeworthy email phrases is, not sure if you saw my last email.
Which clearly they didn't, because you're sending another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys guilty of any of those? And I have another follow-up question, but answer that one first.
You know, yes, if it pertains to my work schedule, absolutely. Excuse me, I'm not sure if you saw, but I'm double booked for PM and then AM, and that ain't gonna work for me. Which it's addressed pretty rapidly. There's so many people in the house, but that's probably the only time.
Just the one that I told you earlier, per our conversation. Only because it's like reminding you, hey, we talked about this, so here's the email to follow up with
That's
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
I think that's fine, too.
Appropriate.
Okay, and then just in case you didn't see my last email one, I think I used that yesterday, but I did not mean
was it to?
The entire newsroom.
Was it work? It was work.
Yeah, but I did not mean that in a bad way at all. It's just I knew everyone was slamming yesterday.
Right.
And really busy, and you know, some of the emails I sent at 6 a.m. and so I sent an update before I went home.
I think that's fine too. If
Yeah.
there's a big gap.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on, just in case you didn't see before, because I know I get emails at 11 p.m. and sometimes I miss them until 8 in the morning. I'm like, shoot, I wish I would have seen
But you have to miss them.
Yeah.
It's 11 p.m. and you wake up at 2 in the morning.
And then I wake up 2 in the morning and I'm slamming to get out the door to breaking news. So yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry if that offended anyone. I swear I didn't mean it that way.
You know what? Helen McCready from Scottsdale, she says, I don't like the one that's sorry to be emailing you.
What?
Like you're already starting an obnoxious email with, I'm sorry to be doing this. I think that's a good one.
I think
if
that's
you were sorry,
hilarious.
you wouldn't be emailing.
I feel like the best way to reach out to people now is using social media. Like people are on it like that. They may not check their email, but they'll check their Instagram post or their Facebook post.
So my follow-up question was, are you guys the type of people that will let emails pile up?
Yes.
Or do you get rid of all of them?
No, my phone right here.
I'm so bad.
How many?
Rachel Cole, show everyone that. Are you kidding me?
What does yours say?
3,208.
Oh my gosh, mine's 539. Call me.
How do you live?
Oh, you know what?
see.
To be honest,
Is it all from West Elm and Pottery Barn and H&M?
listen, Nordstrom.
Yes.
Okay,
Wait, that gives me anxiety.
Yeah, so my junk email are the one that I use, for all those emails like that you just suggested. I just let them go and go and go, and then finally I'll go through and delete 100 of them, and then
Nordstrom should know that I'm not answering those because I don't shop there. So
Three-
if it's Nordstrom Rack, thank you. Bring it on.
it's like Old Navy, Target, Bed Bath Beyond.
I have a lot of work emails because we get a lot of them that you don't really need to read.
Right.
Yeah.
And, no, and I don't mean, oh, geez. But no, I do that all the time. No, but we get these automated emails.
Yeah.
That,
The news
are just
robot.
reminders. Yeah. And
To
you don't.
post your stories on the web and
Yeah.
so on and so forth, so people can find them on places like Facebook Live.
Yes, but when they come from the managers and individual people, yes, I
Sure,
definitely read
of
those.
3,000. 1,000.
Yeah,
I know.
I have a lot of work.
I know. I'm busy.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
John Glover also sent us a text, and he said, "I don't like the ones that if you really loved me, you would forward this to 10 other people."
Those, yes.
That's a great one. I
Or,
don't like any
or
of
if you
those
don't forward to 10 people,
daunting.
something bad's gonna happen to you.
Right.
Yes. I'm like,
Forgot about those.
I don't like those either.
I just act like I haven't read them then, because I'm like, if I didn't read the whole thing, then nothing bad will happen to me.
You know it's not true, but then again, you always think, but what if?
Yeah.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
I guess I just don't really think about it. Like I don't know, emails like a part of work, and I just read it. Okay, cool. As long as there's not like something blatant in there, I don't know. I don't catch on to these things.
Yeah.
So Kelly and Ryan, they did another study where they talked about the best response that you can have at a work, like in a work setting or to an email, and it's got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Or you
I knew
got
that
it.
one.
Got it.
Not interesting.
I like
That's
that
it.
one.
I like that. You got it.
Because it's positive. Yes, it's positive. It's moving the conversation forward, and it's
And it doesn't merit another email.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
please just make it stop.
Or on it. I like on it.
On it.
on it. That's also good.
Okay.
I like that too.
Got it.
All right. Well, of course, the biggest story of the weekend and throughout this entire week is the passing of Senator John McCain. And this morning, we learned more details on exactly what's going to happen with the funeral arrangements. Will Pitts broke it down beautifully for us. So here it is for you, in case you missed it.
Start with Wednesday. McCain's body is going to lie in state at the Arizona Capitol, in the old Capitol building. That's the one with the dome. Now, he'll only be the third person to lie in state at the Arizona Capitol. Former Arizona legislator Marilyn Jarrett and Jesse Owens were the other ones. Now, his body will be there for 24 hours. There will be a public viewing on Wednesday, and that would have been McCain's 82nd birthday. Then on Thursday, there will be a memorial service at North Phoenix Baptist Church. That's at Central and Bethany Home. We do know that former Vice President Joe Biden will be a speaker there. After the memorial service, McCain's body will be flown from Phoenix at the National Guard Terminal at Sky Harbor to Washington, D.C., where his body will lie in state again at the U.S. Capitol in the Rotunda. That's, again, an honor reserved for very few people. Now, the actual funeral will be held at the National Cathedral in Washington. The two people expected to speak there, former President Obama and former President George W. Bush. Remember, those are two people that defeated McCain when he ran for president both times. Now, finally, the burial will be a private ceremony, not at Arlington like you'd expect, but at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis. And McCain had said he wanted to be buried where it all began. That's at the Academy. And we're expected to learn a few more details, guys, about the arrangements at a press conference later on this morning.
Yeah, I've heard rumblings of some people that will speak here at the local ceremony that's going to be happening on Thursday. But of course, those are just rumblings.
And of course, the big question is, will President Trump be involved in this at all?
Right, which it sounds like won't
At this
happen.
point, we haven't heard anything about that at all.
And we are not expected to learn about that till maybe later on, maybe this weekend. There is going to be a press conference later on today held by the McCain camp about more of what's going on, more details being released about the funeral arrangements. I think when you look at everything that's happening this week, it just shows how beloved this man is, how many people support his family. I think one of my biggest takeaways from his life is how he was able to appeal to so many people, even as a politician, which seems impossible. Yes, he was a champion for bipartisanship, and I think trying to fill that seat, the job that Governor Doug Ducey has, is such a tall order. How do you do that? How do you pick someone that's going to be like McCain, who was able to appeal to both sides on issues? I mean, we look at one of his latest things that he's probably going to be known for when he turned down the repeal and replace Obamacare. That was not a popular decision for Republicans. It was.
In politics.
It was huge. But the fact that this man looked at issues and didn't look at party lines, looked at issues, I think is so telling. I mean, golly.
It's so wild, and we put that question to a lot of people that have shown up to put flowers and flags out for Senator McCain, and they said, you know, it's just too soon to even ask who could fill those shoes, and it's hard to, like you said, wrap your head around it. I mean, where do you even begin? We're glad it's not up to us.
Oh, thank heavens.
It's just, that's too big of a task on its own.
And he was a huge sports fan. I mean, all the D-backs games, the Cardinals games, and the D-backs paid tribute yesterday by hanging his jersey up.
Because you were there yesterday.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was neat to see, and they did it before the game started. So he was there, you know, they had it up there the whole time, and it was a tribute, and just everybody would walk by and see it, and it received a lot of attention, you know, because they were like, he was one of our #1 fans, and he was always there cheering on, always tweeting about the D-backs too. He was one of our great supporters, so I think it was awesome that they did that. And I put it on my social media as well, and everybody was like, that has so much respect for the D-backs for doing that.
Beautiful picture that you posted.
Yeah,
Cameron Cox did one of the best stories I've seen all weekend, I've ever seen of John McCain, about his love for sports, for Arizona sports. Do yourself a favor, go to 12news.com/McCain. You got to look at that story.
It's really incredible. I mean, we saw him at Cards Camp. We've seen him in spring training games. We've seen him, you know, Luis Gonzalez weighed in. It's incredible to see the outpouring of support.
I love the photo that Larry Fitzgerald posted with McCain.
And
the background of them is really
Michelle Tafoya actually was interviewing Larry on the field yesterday during the Cowboys-Cardinals game, and he just had so many nice things to say about the family, the McCain family, and how beautiful they are, and just how wonderful he was and their friendship and relationship that they had developed over the years.
Very close. Yeah, you guys remember what was it, just 2016 Christmas, or was it 2017 when he penned that letter in Sports Illustrated to Senator John McCain? I went back and reread that because Mark Dalton retweeted it and just said this is worth another read. I didn't realize that they are very close. Larry Fitzgerald and Senator John McCain. Yeah, I just think that's so neat. He appealed to so many people. We're of course going to be keeping you up on everything that's latest breaking with Senator John McCain and everything that's going to be going on this week. You got to stay with 12 News, 12news.com, and all of our social media channels. Especially look out for that press conference today where they'll release more details about what we can expect to happen this week.
Certainly. But for now, we're going to switch gears just a little bit. We got to ask, who doesn't love a clever teacher? Okay, here's your fresh squeezed juice. The internet certainly does. Look at this display at a South Carolina elementary school. You should read it in the tune of Drake's popular In My Feelings song. Yes, the sign says, quote, Kiki, are you reading? I can't do it.
Come on.
Are you writing? Are you down with knowledge? Okay, because I need you and I want you to go to college.
Oh,
this sign,
I love it.
Yeah, pretty much all over the internet waves right now. You know what? We got to appreciate the teachers that get behind pop culture and embrace it rather than push back on it, because you know kids are walking by and they're reading.
And they love it, yeah. And they can relate. You know, and because it's a popular song right now, they're going to really pay attention to what's on the board there, and they're going to be like, "Oh, this is cool!"
Right.
And then they're going to think college is cool, and then they're going to want to keep going on further. You know,
it's a good move. It's a bold move by teachers.
Great idea.
One that we can respect for sure.
And it shows that they were understanding their students. You know, this is what they're listening to. Let's make it kind of fun. All right, what do you got, Vanessa?
All right, so reunited and it feels so good.
Oh, look.
All right, that's what we should call this next story, but we'll just leave it at that. The sweetest thing you'll see all day. This video is going viral. That's Matt Cobbrink reuniting with his 88-year-old father. So Matt is 58 and has Down syndrome. He had just spent a week in New York meeting his favorite baseball player and had to leave his father behind in Los Angeles. It was the longest the two have been apart since Matt's mom died 25 years ago. So Matt's sister knew he would have a big reaction seeing his dad again, which is why she had the camera ready. Take a look at that. Look at how sweet their relationship is.
Oh, that is
look at him.
I love how much he loves. That is just complete unconditional love right there.
You know, every time you see these families reuniting and stuff, it always tears at your heartstrings in all the right ways. Like, it gives you the feels, as people say, and it's sweet to see no matter what.
So much fun.
Makes me want to cry, but happy tears. You know?
Yes.
It's just like to see the relationship they have and the bond that they have. It's like amazing when you see parents and a child have a bond like that. You know,
Girl.
2 weeks can't go, or a week without them.
Someone sounds a little baby hungry.
Oh, boy.
Nope. There's plenty of babies in the newsroom that I will take care of.
Well, earlier we were talking too about the 16 nurses that had the one baby shower.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to have one?
A baby shower?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, we know you're having a baby.
Yes. I know.
But it's number 3. Okay, yeah. So that's my question. Do you, if after multiple children, do you still have a baby shower?
No, we're not going to have one this time. Someone threw out the idea of maybe having a diaper party, and if we were to do that, we would do like a barbecue and have some drinks. So make it a party, and everyone to come over and more enjoy that. And hey, if you want to bring some diapers, great. If you don't, no worries.
That's a great idea.
Celebrate with us, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tired, so I don't know.
A sprinkle.
A sprinkle?
A sprinkle shower.
We did that for number 2 because it was a girl and we had a boy the first time, so that was appropriate and that was really nice. But yeah, I think this time we're just gonna be low key and enjoy the baby and probably skip the party.
Just celebrate.
So maybe
another reason to have a party, huh?
Wait, and you guys are doing something totally different, not finding out the sex.
Are not. I promised my husband, and I'm dying a little bit on the inside.
I can't even imagine.
But why not want to? I I like.
Why not want to find out right away?
My sister-in-law is going to do a baby reveal next week, and I
Yeah.
like can't wait.
I love doing those personally. I think they're so much fun. Plus, I just with labor, it's so crazy. For the woman, there's so much happening.
So much going
like,
on.
I don't personally care to find out the gender when there's a bajillion things going on.
Right.
But I've talked to a lot of women who say it's the most incredible thing when your husband gets to tell you what you're having. So I am looking forward to that. And I know a lot of people love that too. So.
And then you guys are prepared because you have a boy and a girl
Right.
already, so you have
You've already got the
We're
clothes.
good either way.
for both. Yeah.
So.
It's very cool.
Go. In my mind, I think I would love to do that. But then in reality, I'm like, oh, God, are you kidding me?
You need to know, right?
I give
We're
props
too curious.
to the women who do it for the first baby. I think that is so amazing. I could never do that.
Oh, it
I'd
would
have
be
to
so
know.
exciting, though. All right, everyone, be sure to tune in with us next week. No, tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.
That feels like a
day.
week already, right?
I know.
It feels like a Friday.
Oh, it's a Tuesday. 12 News is everything Arizona, and we are taking you everywhere from A to Z. Rim Country is our stop this week, and we're having so much fun. So in your morning's extra shot, we're exploring the great outdoors. Four-wheeler stuff.
Wow.
I know. Crystal showed us the rodeo today up in Payson. That was incredible. So tomorrow, we're hitting the road. Well, off-road. Yeah.
You go, Crystal. And it's time. Pumpkin spice lattes are back. Starting tomorrow, the PSLS will be flowing from your favorite Starbucks barista. Big change before. They weren't available until September last year, but now they're available tomorrow.
I'm trying to get it Frappuccino style. Did you see that?
Wait,
little,
what?
Little nutmeg sprinkled on top of the extra whipped cream, because forget the skinny vanilla latte.
Sounds so
It's
So
time.
Paul Gerke is like
So good.
insane PSL. I remember when
Spice.
the first meeting with him, and he like that was one of his. You know, my name's Paul. I'm
And
from.
I
like pumpkin spice
I like lattes. It's like, ow! As I'm sipping my Diet Coke. Obsessive.
So do you think he'll come in with one tomorrow or have one
I think he's gonna have
Probably
delivered for him?
Pershing.
I think he's going to
Smart.
have
Yeah.
to. Is it too soon?
Yes.
I'm like zipping my lip.
And you know, when we were talking about this before, a lot of people said that we need to wait till after Thanksgiving to think anything fall. You know, pumpkin.
Whoa.
Decoration.
I do not agree with that.
Maybe meet in the middle.
Okay.
Like
I
end of
feel like
September.
October. I mean, who cares? If you want a pumpkin
Yeah.
spice latte,
right.
you have that pumpkin
Yeah,
spice latte.
we had a study. Remember this one a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago about how Christmas decorations makes people happy.
Right.
Yeah, they did a
Wearing
whole
pumpkin
study on that.
spice makes
So it's like if it
everybody
makes,
happy.
if bringing in the holidays early makes you happy.
I mean, obviously,
Go,
it's
girl.
in high demand if they're bringing it out a week earlier.
Yeah.
Right, I've seen the pumpkins in the store. Now, it's a little early to carve a pumpkin because it's going to stink
Next week.
outside your front door. And your neighbors aren't going to be coming over for pumpkin spice loaf cake or anything else if you got that problem.
Do you think it's hard for us to
Speaking
relate
for a
because
friend.
it's so hot here?
Probably.
If we lived in Alaska, do you think it'd be different? You know,
That's true.
just one. I don't know. I always
Maybe it
think about
depends on
that.
what part of the.
It's hard to talk about fall when it's 106 degrees.
Yeah.
You're swimming.
Yeah, you're still like it's still summertime for us, even though school's been in session for what, like a month?
Well, maybe it help people think cooler thoughts. You
Yeah.
know?
I like that.
We'll get there.
Be cool. Stay cool.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us right here on the 12 Today After Show. Ladies taking over, guys
Ladies.
taking the day off. We'll see you back here a little bit later, and of course, stay with 12 News for all the latest that's going on, especially with the funeral arrangements with Senator John McCain. We are still waiting for that news conference. We'll keep you posted right here on 12 News.